your direct supervisor or the supervisor above them, you should be indicating to both of those people, I'd like to rise in the organization. What else could I do to earn more? How else could I contribute that it'd be easy for you to pay me more? Ian asks, what up? Ian says, Napoleon quote is similar to what I've heard Buffett say. When you see your pitch in the market, for example, Budweiser at $38, this is not time to be reading a book on the market hypotheses. This is the time to swing. Well, I was buying Budweiser at $39 for sure. I bought a lot around $40, 40, 42, and I bought some at 39 something. And I think Budweiser is something like $76 today. Yeah, let me go look. I haven't even looked at the market since it closed. Let me go look at the market for a second. This became a bit of a tradition in my Markets Mastery program where we primarily focus on the stock market. And I'll just share, what some days I'll be up, some days I'll be down. But, here's today in the stock market. I'll take a screenshot of my account. You can see that, 373,000 and change. If I put it too much, it looks like it gets too blurry. $373,353.45. So about $375,000. That's today. I want you to look at the date. Let me bring that back up. Let me turn the brightness up as well here. Maximum brightness to make sure that helps. There you go. So you can look at the date on there as well and make sure that's clear. That's today at market close. That's today at market close. And I'm practicing what I preach to you people is, I quit my last job when I was 19. This program is going to be primarily about entrepreneurship. We're going to talk about a lot of things, but we're going to be primarily focused on entrepreneurship. And I quit my last job when I was 19. I recently turned 42. Now, that sucked for a couple of years. But I knew even then, that, if I'm willing to tolerate that suck, if I'm willing to tolerate that I'm going to have a hard time paying my bills. I'm going to work my ass off incessantly. A lot of things are going to be very frustrating and even scary to some extent for the next couple of years of my life. If I was willing to tolerate that, I also knew that I'd be able to do whatever I wanted to later, and I'd be able to help people and people and causes and things that I care about. You could have what you want. You could go where you want. You can help other people to solve problems. Having money solves problems that not having money creates. So I was willing to pay that price. Your end goal is not to work your ass off and be scared and have night sweats or night terrors or be concerned about your business. Your end goal should be to use entrepreneurship as a stepping stone to get away from a career where other people are telling you what to do all day and to have more freedom in your life. And you can do a lot of entrepreneurial things within your organization, by the way. That doesn't necessarily mean you even have to grow your own business. You might find some entrepreneurial pay incentives within your current organization or within another organization that you may be best served being an employee or being a contractor for someone else. That might be your happiness maximizing and income maximizing opportunity. It's not a bad thing to have a job. Most people are not supposed to start businesses from scratch. It's hard and it's scary. If you're the type of person that's willing to have a job, make sure you fucking optimize it so you have entrepreneurial pay incentives. Make sure that you're getting paid for performance in some areas, and looking for opportunities. You should be going to your employer and saying, what else can I do? What else could I do? How else can I help? I'd like more responsibility. What else can I do? If you're not going to your employer proactively and asking for more work, don't be surprised when you don't get more pay. You need to be proactively telling them, your direct, supervisor or boss, which is a terrible word to say, your direct supervisor or the supervisor above them, you should be indicating to both of those people, I'd like to rise in the organization. What else could I do to earn more? How else could I contribute that it'd be easy for you to pay me more? And for some of you that you don't want to have a job at all, you're like me and you're a little too rogue and a little too independent, and you're like, nope, fuck that. I'm going to go do my own shit. I don't care if it sucks. I don't care if I hate it. I don't care what misery I have to endure in the short term. I'll do so, and in the long term, I'll probably appreciate that I did. That's a small percentage of people. And 2/3 of the people who have that thought are delusional, and they're going to suffer badly, and they're going to give up, and they're going to go get a job, by the way. So, it's a small group of people that have that warrior spirit, if you will, to go be a good general and fight the battles, fight the wars that you'll have to fight to do that. But my point is, in either case, if you have that warrior spirit to go get that money, or if you're just working to rise within your organization and being, creating entrepreneurial incentive programs that you're being compensated as an entrepreneur, even if you're technically an employee or a contractor in someone else's organization, in either case, you're going to end up making more money. And, you need to be investing that money. If you think about this, like a world-class entrepreneur, world-class, best in the world nowadays, they have like $200 billion. That's 200 with then 12 more zeros behind it. That's a 2 with 14 zeros behind it before a decimal point. $200 billion. The number 2 with 14 zeros before a decimal point. That's a lot of fucking money. You don't have to be the best entrepreneur in the world, however. If you were an okay entrepreneur, you'd probably find $1 million a year or more. If you were a half-ass entrepreneur, but you just stuck with it, you're going to make a few $100,000 somehow. If you were a half-ass entrepreneur, you could probably go find a few hundred grand a year. If you can find a few $100,000 a year, you ain't got to be a great entrepreneur. You just got to be in there. You got to be in the game. If you're doing something and made a few $100,000 a year, and you didn't increase your living expenses dramatically, even after taxes, you're still going to be saving a few $100,000 a year. If you were doing that and investing it every year, pretty soon there's a lot of money. You start investing that in real estate, you start investing that in the right stocks or other global market assets, there's a lot of money. There's a lot of money. So I love entrepreneurship. I do this from my heart. I do this because I like it. It also gives me the latitude to say what I want and do what I want during the programs. You'll see, I don't miss a single program. Thanks for watching. Success is not for everybody, and it may not be for you. But if you're a current or future champion, if you have what it takes to win, and you are dedicated to a life of more winning, more success, a life of abundance with other people that have shared values to learn more and earn more, if that's you, you're going to want to follow this channel. You're going to want to watch my video releases every Monday and every Friday. I look forward to working with you in the future. I'll see you back here soon.